Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. I'm your co-host Bryce Warner.
Go straight down.
Tariq, how you doing, man? How was your weekend?
It was good, man. I did some stuff with the family, Christmas stuff, got some Christmas shopping done. Watched the World Cup. That shit was the final. That shit was crazy. I don't know if any of y'all watched that, but I thought it was on Saturday morning, so I got up and was like looking for the channel. I was like, that's just tomorrow. And then me and Jordan got up and I forgot. And I was like, oh shit. So I finally got it on. Like I got it. And it was like 70, I think it was like 72 minutes or something like that. Argentina was up 2. I was like, damn, all right, Messi about to get one. Then Mbappe scored. I said, oh shit. And then I was talking to Jordan and I looked down and they scored again. I said, oh shit. I said, yo, they just tied. Man. And they 90 seconds ago it was 2-0. She was like, what? So they just scored twice in 2 minutes. He was like, oh nah. And I was like, bro, like, what is going on? And then it was like tied at 3. I was like, this is crazy. Like, Mbappe is wild. Messi is that dude.
What?
I was like,
bro is one of the ones.
Bro had 3 goals.
That boy nice for real.
A hat trick in a World Cup final is crazy. And damn, Messi.
The boys floated on him in PKs, bro.
Messi damn near had a hat trick. He had 2. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then it came down to penalty kick.
I was like, ooh.
I felt bad because with the last, when it happened to the black players in England, they was getting like death threats, all types of shit. So hopefully the dudes
getting called monkeys and stuff.
Hopefully the dudes in France don't deal with that same thing. I know they had a lot of pressure on them going up there. The whole country on you.
Yeah.
The whole country is on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Literally, like the entire country. So definitely props to all of them.
No, I remember it was a while ago. I think he was French, either French or Italian. It was a black guy with like the skinny little mohawk.
I know you're talking about. It's like. I
remember he was getting
Balotelli or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so he was Italian. That's definitely an Italian name. But he was whatchamacallit? He they threw bananas on the field. Yeah. Caught him a monkey. I was like, nah, that's insane.
And then Saturday football was crazy. I was watching the Vikings game before I went to dinner.
Oh yeah, there was football on Saturday. I was like,
the Vikings game was crazy. I didn't watch the Ravens game because I was out at dinner, and then I was at a show for the night game, but I saw like the last half of it, or the last quarter of it, really. And then Sunday was really good football. I had like a little Christmas dinner with her family, and then the Sunday night game, we got robbed. Bullshit. The ref looked dead at Terry McCartan twice and was like, yeah, you good, and had his hand on the fucking flag, bro. Had his hand on the flag and was like, yeah, you good. We hiked the ball, he throw the fucking flag. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. And then we like, alright, fuck it. We gonna score anyway. And then we like, alright, we gonna score anyway. We throw it to Curtis Samuel. Buddy hanging on his back like he's giving him a piggyback ride. And they don't call nothing, bro. Nothing. They like, I ain't see nothing. The ref on the NBC was like, oh, that should have been a clear call. That's a clear call. Like, it was clear live. Like, I could see him on his back before he got there. I was like, how many DBs are that quick to like jump up over top of somebody at the same time the ball gets there? How many DBs? Not that many, and they damn sure don't play for the Giants. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, that has playoff implications. That game has playoff. I know people are like, oh, it's the Commanders and the Giants. We're literally still in the playoffs, even though we lost yesterday. Like, that's a 2-game lead from the 7th spot if we win that game. But no, they don't want to call nothing, and they want to call stuff that they shouldn't have called or should have helped. Because how many times wide receivers look every play? They look at the ref like, yeah, I'm good, and so they don't move. If they not in the right spot, they move. They look at the ref. When I was a kid, I was like, why they keep looking at the ref? As I got older, I'm like, they gotta know where they at. Yeah, they gotta know whether they on the line or not.
No, cause when I was playing football, I was like, you gotta tell the ref, yo, I'm on the line or I'm off the line. Every play.
So He looked at Terry McLaurin and he was like, no. So he stepped up again, and he looked. He was like, yeah, you good. But his hand never came off the flag, so no, he wasn't good. So why you say he was good?
That's when they call illegal formation, right?
Yeah, we scored on that play. Brian Robinson scored a touchdown, and it was like flag. So it would have been 18-20. We had to go for the 2, and we'd have been straight. Nah, that's not happening. Then they ain't even let Curtis Samuel get a chance to catch the ball. I mean, Buddy was on his back and had this arm pulled down. So how the fuck he supposed to catch it? And they were like, nah, bro, like that's good defense. That's what? That's like that shit reminded me of the Rams and Saints shit. Buddy threw it and nigga rocked his shit. I mean,
facts.
Clocked it and they called nothing. I'm like,
that was egregious.
I'm like, y'all ain't calling nothing? Rams corner ran him clean over. Ball was not even close to him yet. He called nothing. They was like, all right, good play. Huh? I was like, nah. Last night I was mad, bro. I was like, y'all lucky it's 11 o'clock and I'm ready to go to bed. I'd have been heated for the rest of the day. I'm like, man, all this good football and this how y'all end the week? Does nobody care about tomorrow or tonight game? I don't even remember.
On Sunday night.
I don't even remember who played tonight. Nobody care. Oh, Rams and Packers. Nobody care about that.
Rams, Packers.
And then, I lost in our locker room fucking playoffs because I didn't start. So I was like, all right, if I don't start Rex Burkhead, he gonna get 30 points. I start him, that man get 2 points. Tyler Algier on the bench, last 3 weeks, 5, 5, and 6. 22 points. 22 points. I start Nelson Aguilar in the flex. I'm like, all right, Mac Jones threw him the ball a lot last week, and one of the receivers is out. So he going to get some targets. That man has 6 targets, caught 1.
Dropping passes like Aguilar.
I was about to say, I feel like that dude in Philly, bro. Like,
he was like,
they was dropping babies out the window.
Unlike Aguilar.
I know how he feels now. I know how he feels. I'm like, man, and then Jawan Johnson.
Unlike Aguilar.
Jawan Johnson had 2 games with no targets, no catches. But I had him on my roster and was like, I should move him. But I'm like, nah, they're going to throw the ball. The crazy thing is, I'm watching the Cowboys game because I watch Red Zone. So I'm watching the game. Dak rolls out. Schultz is open. They're like, oh, he's got Schultz. He fakes it. He like goes to throw it to him and then looks and throws it to Noah Brown. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, he's right there. Throw the touchdown. I was like, no, bro. And then I'm like, come on, bro. All these things. I was like, this shit is they doing this shit on purpose. Because if I would have sat Rex Burkhead, they'd have played him the whole fucking game. All of a sudden, we playing Royce Freeman. He ain't even who? Royce Freeman? Nah, bro. Sometimes I really hate fantasy football, bro, because they make me like watch football in a different lens, and sometimes that shit sucks. Like I wanted a bunch of leagues, but that was the one that I was most worried about. All the other ones, I was like, yeah, I want to win in that shit. I wanted like 9 of my leagues yesterday. I don't give a fuck about none of them. I wanted to win the one league that I was paying attention to all year long. I have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Deebo Samuel in a fucking dynasty league. I'm supposed to win. And then Jamar Chase he only caught 1 touchdown, had like 7 catches for like 60 yards. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Thank God he did. I was going up against him yesterday.
And Deebo got hurt, so I had to start fucking Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'm like, I was like, the only one that came through was Jay Jettis. Justin Fields did all right, but Trevor Lawrence did better for me on the bench.
My boy Jay Jettis.
Travis ain't give me Travis had like 18 carries for 100 yards and some catches, no touchdowns. You couldn't fall in the end zone? Nah, let me get the ball to Jermichael Hasty, bro. Man, fantasy football can be trash. Man. It can be trash. I really, fantasy football can really get on my fucking nerves. But yeah, other than that, my weekend was good. I'm struggling to walk all weekend too, so.
Oh yeah, you're hyperextended.
Yeah, that's just not doing great. But
they was down in this game?
It was down.
My fault. I just turned the channel. I'm watching they showing Game of the Day and it's showing Pelicans and and Sun from Saturday.
Mm.
Which we'll get into later.
Yeah, 58. All right, bro. How was your weekend?
Weekend was alright, bro. I talked to you about it before the pod. Ooh.
This is one that could go. Right. This is one that could go viral. You see the clip? You didn't see the clip they got posted? Look at your phone. I'm giving him buckets, that's for sure. I might not win this, but I'm giving him buckets.
No, remember when he played against somebody for real? Shucks. But let's go. All right.
That could be one that pops out, like I was telling you earlier.
Listen.
If he responds,
no, my weekend.
He responds, it's on.
Hey, we got to set this up.
I told y'all 3-4 months.
But nah, we listen, what we do? My weekend, all right. See how these got sidetracked, but my weekend was all right. I'll talk to you about some things before the show, but I don't know, man. I just want to shout out retail workers. Anybody working retail these last couple of months, these last couple of weeks, last couple of days. If you listen to this while you're on your retail job, I applaud you and I commend you. I respect you a lot, and I'm praying for your sanity this holiday season.
Shout out to the Amazon, FedEx, UPS workers, but
shout out to Amazon workers. Got cousins that work at Amazon. Shout out to Amazon workers. Shout out to UPS. Shout out to FedEx. Shout out to everybody making sure the holidays go well.
You imagine if they didn't do it? Everybody had to go buy everything. They had to go find it. Right.
Anyways, holidays is always a time of madness, man. But I'll be glad when all this is over, bro. That's it. Like, just fast forward to my birthday. Fast forward to my birthday. Not even fast forward to my birthday. Fast forward to the day after my birthday. All right. Fast forward to the day after my birthday, cause birthday ain't gonna be what I want it to be this year. I'm not gonna get into why, but shout out to everybody working at the malls, shout out to all the outlets, department stores, folding things, putting things back up, helping customers out, doing whatever you gotta do, man. Shout out to anybody working customer service, retail, all that. But weekend was alright. Got to see my friends, so that's always cool. Jets suck, bro. Well, no, not really the Jets. Zach Wilson sucks. And you had the nerve to ask me last week on this show, oh, you don't believe in Zach? No, I don't believe in Zach. Oh, why you froze like that? All right.
He played good yesterday, bro.
He played all right, bro. He had an interception, and then he was missing targets, bro. He was down the stretch, bro. He was missing passes, dog.
He missed one in the end zone.
He always got to run, and he let them boys sack him, bro. I was like, nah, bro. He's just not him. He's not him. Zach Wilson's not it. He's not the answer. He needs to go. He doesn't need to suit up for the New York Jets ever again in his career because he's not it, bro.
This about Geno, not Geno Smith.
I ain't say that about Geno.
You're a liar, bro.
What you mean I'm a liar?
So you wasn't talking crazy about Geno Smith when he played for the Jets?
Geno Smith didn't play good for the Jets.
That's my point.
I ain't gonna lie.
But look at him now.
Jets really haven't had a good quarterback.
But you gotta wait it a little bit. Maybe he'd have figured it out. Y'all gave Zach Wilson... Look, y'all ain't even give Zach Wilson 2 seasons. It's not his fault that y'all's defense is better than y'all thought it was going to be. Because y'all did not have no plan.
He has weapons on offense. Listen. He has weapons. He has weapons on offense. He got Garrett Wilson. He had Breece Hall. But he got Michael Carter. He got Elijah Moore. Bro, those are people that can make plays. And they made plays this year.
Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson. Yeah. After that, stop.
They made plays.
After that, stop.
Brees Hall was looking like rookie of the year
Obviously,
until he
he's
got
hurt, so
hurt.
he don't count. I'm talking about Michael Carter, Bam Knight. Like, no, stop.
Dog. I'm not listen. I don't got
CJ
high
Uzomah,
expectations for the Jets. Listen,
Tyler Conklin, stop.
CJ Uzomah had a touchdown yesterday.
Why? Because Zach Wilson threw him the ball twice. CJ Uzomah is not good. He played for Joe Burrow last year and did nothing. So what are we talking about?
Listen, man. All I'm saying is Jets had last couple weeks. They had games they could have won. They could have won against the Vikings.
And who played that game? Okay. Yeah. Who played the last game? Who played against the Bills?
Whoever went there.
Mike White. Oh, okay.
Mike White.
And then you saw when Joe Flacco came out there, right? Strip sack.
Yeah, no.
First play. So what are we talking about?
Joe Flacco shouldn't be suiting up for nobody soon either.
So who gonna suit up then? Josh Johnson?
Me. Give me helmet pads. Listen, I can find the targets, all right?
You can't.
I play quarterback.
You don't understand.
I play quarterback, bro. I got
I can be Scalabrini and you can play quarterback in the NFL. Which one's crazy? Which one's crazy?
No, I'm playing. I can't see over the line.
I was about to say, can you? That's part of Zach Wilson's problem.
I'm 5'10", bro. I can't see over the line.
Part of Zach Wilson's problem.
Listen, bro. All I'm gonna say is Justin Fields is on the table.
Okay, and Justin Fields was struggling up until like 7-8 weeks ago. So what are we talking about? Maybe y'all should play. Maybe y'all should have
this man Zach Wilson has the same stats as Jamarcus Russell in the same amount of time, bro.
That's not
man. I didn't look like Jamarcus Russell, man. What you mean it's not comparable, man? It's trash.
Was struggling until they catered their offense to him. Y'all haven't done that for Zach Wilson. Am I wrong?
Anyways, bro, I need Mike White to get back. Mike White.
He lost your games too. He went up.
I don't care.
Y'all goofy, bro.
He's better than Zach Wilson.
Goofy,
he's better than Zach Wilson.
How?
He's better than Zach Wilson.
Because Garrett Wilson gets 10 catches and y'all still lose the game? Zach Wilson went 5-2. Mike White got a losing record as a starting quarterback.
Dog, because Brees Hall was carrying him like I told you, man. Bro. All right, man. All right, we moving on, bro. Anyways, Jets got issues still. Still a long way to go. But hey, shout out to my Nets. My Nets won yesterday. Yes, came back and won against the Pistons. We're gonna get into that later. Yeah, we beat the Pistons, bro. Something y'all couldn't do. We beat the Pistons. Let me stop. Oh man, but yeah, weekend was alright. I was actually able to be home and watch some college basketball yesterday. Got to see some women's hoops. Instead of catching highlights.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
What's up with South Carolina's schedule, man? They playing a lot of cupcakes, man.
What you mean?
They playing a lot of cupcakes. And every time I look and see they playing, I'm like, what the fuck
they
watching
played
that,
Charleston
bro?
Southern yesterday.
I'm like, who watching that?
They played Charleston Southern.
All these ring games, and they like, nah, bro, we playing Chattanooga. Who?
Charleston Southern.
Play Jackson State. Like, why y'all beating up on the HBCUs?
Tell her, nah, we're gonna make that joke. I was gonna say, give it up a platform. I made the joke, but man, let's get into it, man. I am foul for that.
Give a platform by but bro, that's crazy.
That's
gonna
bad,
beat up by 90, and everybody gonna see Jackson State. But let's go there.
Oh no, I can't talk too much, bro. I'm gonna kill
college shots a couple years ago. Something like that.
No, it wasn't that. It
was.
That. Oh no, it might have been. No, because remember they messed up the score and it was like 100-something to 7, and I was like, whoa. Remember they messed up the score. They probably
started taking when South Carolina
like the broadcast. It was an ESPN broadcast.
They started giving the points.
Listen,
they did like
it was an ESPN broadcast. It was an ESPN broadcast. And it had both of them, and it was like college shots had like 12 points or something, and then they said that whatchamacallit, USC had like 100
Hold on,
or
hold on,
something.
hold on,
I
hold
was
on, hold
like,
on, hold on, hold on.
and that
Hold
went
on, hold on, hold on.
viral. And the college
Okay,
hustle players were kind of
I was about
mad,
to say,
bro.
you watched that game?
I didn't
I was
watch
about
the
to
game.
say,
I didn't listen.
I thought you had saw it
No,
because you had watched it. Now I know that you watched it.
no, no,
Oh,
no. But I kept track of it. I don't know what I was doing that day. I don't remember watching that game. I kept track of it, and I saw the screenshot, like the screen grab that somebody got and posted it on Twitter, and that went viral. And then the girls came back to school. Them boys was pissed.
it'll be alright.
I mean, sure. I mean, that
Score
was a couple years ago.
more points. You mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's just a difference between mid major and high, Power 5, D1.
Hey, don't sign up for the game.
Anyways, let's get into it, man. We got a good show for y'all. We got a lot of good topics to talk about. Let me sit
That was a long game.
So yeah, a lot happened between last episode and this episode, basketball wise in the basketball world, and we are here to talk about it. So, might as well start. Eastern Conference, man, got some hot streaks going on in the East.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Knicks are on a 7-game win streak. Nets are on a 6-game win streak.
Orlando.
Magic are on a 6-game win streak as well. Who else is on win streak? I feel like it's
Miami
a
and
couple other teams
Philly
that are
both on a 4-game.
4-game streak. So it's a lot of good basketball being played in the East, man. East is looking good, looking better. Everybody's getting back into the swing of things, you know.
Not Toronto, though.
Really impressed by,
Not Toronto, though.
Nah, Jordan Poole put 43 on their head. The Tings were in the 6. The Tings were in the 6.
Why would you say it's twice? What are you doing?
That was a 6.
Stop. Why would you do it twice?
Over your...
He was about to do it 3 times.
Dog, man. I don't know. Drake probably secretly still a Warriors fan, so he told the Tings to come out.
What?
No, he got Steph and KD Warrior numbers tatted on him.
What? Man, just talk about.
I'm just saying. Remember the whole connection? No. Remember, I was trying not to be selfish and talk about the Nets first, but you talk about the Raptors and about how. Oh yes, let's talk about it. All right, so we want to talk about the Nets. All right, so the Nets been on the roll, right? They are 9-1 in their last 10 games. KD is going crazy. They didn't really lost 2 games this whole month. Thinking about it, they lost to the Celtics. It was the Celtics the only game they lost this month?
This month? What?
Hold on, I'm about to look up their schedule because they're 9-1. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games.
So probably
right?
it's December 19th. They don't play that many games.
So it got to be. Now that I think about it, it got to be. Try to think of who else they lose to in that time. I think the last other loss that they had was against maybe the Kings.
That was that blowout. TNT loss.
Let's see. A little more. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. Why does it show me the schedule that way? Oh, okay, yeah. Shut up. All right. So their last loss. Okay, so they lost to the. They lost to the Pacers on November 25th. Lost to the Celtics on December 4th, but have won every game other than that. So yeah, they are what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They won 11 out of their last 10 games, bro. No, whoa. They won 11 out of their last 12 games.
Oh man, their last 10 games, bro.
Man. Anyways, they are 19-12, 4th in the East. Jacques Vaughn has turned his team around tremendously, man. You can see they improved their defensive rating. They're now in the top 10 in defensive rating, I believe.
Not yet.
They're looking better as a team.
They're top 20.
You said what?
Not yet. I looked earlier. They're like 16.
They're 16. Okay. I thought I saw somewhere where they were top 10.
I mean, if
maybe like a couple weeks ago, it changes.
If they do from like the time Jack Vaughn took over to now, maybe. But based on
That's
the
why I
whole
think
based on the whole
that's what I think it
season, they're
is.
still I think they're like 16.
Whole season.
But they're 7th in offensive
Yeah, I think
rating.
I think since Jock Vaughn has taken over, they've been a top 2
that makes
team
sense.
in defensive rating. Yeah. So yeah, improved record for sure. Jock Vaughn just turned that team all the way around, and you can see he just put more effort in than Steve Nash ever could. You know, like he utilized his timeouts well. I'm sorry, it's you got to compare it.
You don't.
Like you got to compare it to the. You do have to compare it to the last person who did the job. Not every week. I don't do that every week.
You do. Steve Nash can never.
Okay.
You saw the way Steve Nash had him playing. Now they playing because they ain't got Steve Nash coaching.
Anyways, man, them boys playing better, bro. They look better as a team, as a unit. I am impressed by what I see. I like what I see going on. It's like KD and Kyrie every night are combining for like 70-plus points. Last night they had 81 points together. KD had 43. Kyrie had 38. Phenomenal performances by them. The role players have stepped up as well. You know, you got Yuta Watanabe hitting clutch shots against his old team. I was so lit when that happened. After a long day I had on Saturday to watch that game, after I got off and see that Yuta Watanabe hit that shot against his old team, the Toronto Raptors, swept the Raptors. Devin, a broom is coming to your crib soon. Did I tell you about how Devin said a broom to my job? Oh, headphones came out. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Dang, I can't find what. Yo. There we go. Goodness. Anyways, yeah, I gotta send a broom to Devin, bro. I gotta get my get back. But
shout out to Devin.
Shout out to Devin, man.
Say he's not a Raptors fan anymore, so I don't know why you trust him.
Huh?
Say he's not a Raptors fan anymore, so I don't know why you trust him.
No, I gotta send it to him.
He said he's only a Bills fan.
I'm looking at the broom right now. I have to send him a broom back. I'm sending one of them big push brooms too.
One of them must be using the skate rink.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, man. The game Saturday was very fun to watch. The part that I did get to catch. Kyrie at the game winner at the end.
Cooked up.
Uncle Drew, I mean, step back. In the off-brand Nikes.
I saw somebody tweet that was mad about him shooting threes and step back. And then he made the game winner and they said it's one of your mutuals, pretty sure. I guess
probably.
I guess
probably. Likely. But, nah, what else is there? Who else is there? Fred VanVleet, though, he had, 39 that game? So, I'm just like, the Nets are back to letting anybody get their career high against them. But, nah, man, the Nets looking good, bro. KD's looking like an MVP candidate, man. He averaging 30 over this time period. He had some crazy performances during this time period. Like the game against the Magic where he scored 45 on 70-something% from the field. He had 39 against the Wizards. I saw that live. He had 40 the other night. And he's shooting pretty efficient during this time. I think he's shooting 60%.
Pretty efficient?
Which is crazy.
Let's say.
Yes.
Pretty efficient? Man shoots all jump. That is insanely efficient. That's unworldly. Otherworldly efficient.
Dog, I saw him in the game yesterday when he put up. He put up on I forgot who he put up on the Pistons, but he put up and just splashed in his face. I was like, dang, bro. Hey, it's just some people that you watch a game of basketball and it's like they just make watching a game of basketball 2, 3, 4 times more enjoyable because of how nice they are at the game. It's like KD, Steph, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum.
It.
Just
Jokic.
It's not it. It's more
B.
Jokic and B.
Giannis.
And B be on the floor too much.
Ron, AD.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I came to a conclusion the other day. I was like, bro, I can't really hate on Giannis. I only hate on Giannis because he's good and he.
You been saying that for 2 years.
I said that. I know that I can't hate on Giannis. I know, but it's like I further realized it again. I was like, I can't hate on Giannis because he's good. Like, I hate on Giannis because he is a rival of mine, you know? Like, his team be my team, whatever, like that. That's where my hate from Giannis comes from. But, like, he's good, and his story is crazy. Like, I just randomly thought about how him and his brother were sharing shoes, and now he has his own signature shoe line. No greater come-up story than that. But, yeah, I still all this to say that Nets are good, and the media's not really talking about it, and that's upset me and my homeboys, right? Because y'all want to put them all in the news when things go wrong with the Nets, but when the Nets looking good and on a 6-game winning streak, it's crickets. It's quiet. You don't hear nothing about it, but you only hear something about it from me because I'm bringing it up. Nobody else really talking about it. You hear Stephen A. Smith going to rant about it today? No.
Pretty sure he did talk about this recently.
I ain't see it.
I have to look. I'm pretty sure I saw something about it.
But see, people only want to talk about the Nets when things go south with them, bro, because people don't like when they good. They like when they bad because
NBA TV
of
definitely
who's
did
on
the
the
other
team.
night. So that ain't true.
You said who?
NBA TV definitely did the other night.
Oh, yeah, no. I know NBA TV show
You
love.
said nobody.
Anyways, it doesn't
You
get
mean Get Up
the
that talks
same
about
amount of
football like 95% of their show.
I don't watch.
I'm just saying, like you're
I'm
talking about.
early enough for
You're
Get Up.
talking about ESPN shows, Fox shows, like they're all talking about football right now. Unless it's like something controversial, like something crazy, like they almost all basketball like topics get pushed to the end of the show.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but it's football season and it's getting closer to playoffs, so that's just how it's gonna be.
Man, basketball way better than football. I don't care.
Well,
way better.
Okay, but if it's basketball season,
it's better for your health. It's better to watch. It's better. The drama is real. Better.
Football. There's drama in football.
Man, it is drama in football, but
you wild. If you didn't watch that, bro, almost every game this week ended crazy. Did you see the Raiders and the Patriots ending?
I did see that, and I'm glad the Raiders beat the Patriots because that gives us a chance to get back in the playoffs.
That's not crazy.
No, that's definitely crazy.
The Vikings coming back down from 36. That's not crazy.
Vikings coming back, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
like Trevor Lawrence and the boys coming back on the Cowboys. Pick 6 for the win in overtime. That's not crazy.
I'm glad that happened.
Yeah, see. I'm like, football trash.
Cowboy fans coming to the job all the time. Yo, what Cowboy has said. How could you miss it? It's a whole.
They knew what it was. They just wanted you to have to say.
They just want me to point them out.
They know exactly.
See, I got a New York hat on. They just want me to point them out. Nah, I meant the guy. Bro. Right there.
All right. Had to make sure I had a section. Cowboys.
Yeah, I need to keep
these boys be proud until they lose.
Listen, listen. This dude came in, right? Bro had a Dallas hat on, right? Dallas hat was getting a Duke hat, and I was like, hold on. No. He had a Dallas hat, and then he complimented my Yankees hat. And then I was like, hold on, who's your basketball team? Oh, sweet froze. Okay, yeah, I said he had a Dallas hat. I was buying a Dallas hat, complimented my Yankees hat. And then I was like, hold on, who's your basketball team? And he was like, the Lakers. I'm like, I knew it.
You're not that far off.
How you mean? I don't like those other two teams.
You Yankees?
Yankees.
Which is
Jets,
the base?
Nets, Duke.
Stop. First of all.
South Carolina.
First of all.
Las Vegas Aces.
Stop it right now.
New York Rangers.
Stop it right now. The Yankees are the Cowboys of baseball.
Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
All right.
Just because they wear the same colors, that don't mean nothing,
Let me ask you a question.
No, because everybody hate the Yankees.
Let me ask you a question then.
Everybody hate the Yankees. If you ain't from New York, you hate the Yankees.
Let me ask you a question then.
If you listen,
let me ask you a question. So when he said I'm a Cowboys and a Yankees fan, why'd you say, oh, he a Lakers fan then?
Because I can tell. Listen, I can tell that he's one of those guys.
All three of those.
I can tell.
All three of those are.
I could tell.
Lakers.
I was like,
Celtics.
I was like, who's your best
Yankees team? Are the Cowboys of the NBA and the NFL, and you were once Yankees, Celtics,
chill out.
Jets, And then
Being too funny.
who else? The Yankees, Jets. I don't know, but you got 3 of the 4. Oh, and Duke.
No,
You
listen.
got Duke, Yankees,
Duke.
Celtics, and then
You're
Jets.
bugging.
That's three out of the 4 is Cowboys type fan bases. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's Duke fans. Come on now, very Cowboy like. Laker fans, very Cowboy like. Yankees fans, very Cowboy like. And the Yankees and the Lakers are the same too. Oh, we got a bunch of rings. How many did you see? Especially them Celtics fans. And you know this. Especially them Celtics fans.
I saw
Because y'all
4.
want all them shits in the 60s and the 80s and the 70s.
I saw 4.
Nobody seen.
I saw 4.
And when you was a Celtics fan, you only saw 1. But we got 16.
I saw 4.
We got 16. Only saw 1.
Why you keep bringing that up? Because
we had.
I'm about to
Because
keep
you know how many conversations.
I'm about to keep
you
you
know how many arguments we had about this in high school. Until you was like, I can't be a Celtics fan no more, bro. But until that point, you was very Cowboy like with your Celtics and your Yankees fanatic and Duke.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
You can't say that about my team.
It ain't my fault that teams were good with the times that I liked them. I'm born this. All right, this ain't going nowhere. I'm born this. My pops from the Bronx. This is
why
my
you
blood.
Not a Knicks fan?
Because the Nets are better.
What?
Nets are better.
How?
They're better right now.
So you rocking with New Jersey? Because that's where they originated. So you was rocking with New Jersey when you was little?
Well, they actually originated on Long Island.
You was rocking with New Jersey when you was little? Yeah, I didn't think.
See what that said? That says New York Nets.
And then what did they become after that? When they were those colors.
Listen, I'm a Jay-Z fan, all right? The Rockets in the building.
Fuck?
Rockets in the building.
Jay-Z took over the team in like 2012. You was not rocking with them. What are you talking about? Baseline of this story.
The Rockets in the building, baby. The Rockets in the building.
Bryce is an underlying.
Listen. No, stop. You're gonna stop doing that. And we're gonna get back to the topic because we don't got our topic. Talk about my Nets.
You already talked about
how the Nets
are
good. All right. So Nets are good. Let's talk about how. Surprisingly, that the Atlanta Magic on its 6-game streak, and they beat the Celtics twice.
They beat the Celtics back to back. First game Tatum played. Second game he did not play. But they still should. If you look at on paper, they should still beat Orlando without Jason Tatum, especially since Rob Williams is back. But they did not. Last night, Markelle Fultz had a game, basically a game stealing steal last night. And Mo Wagner gave them boys 25 and 8 Friday. You deserve to lose if you do that, Mo Wagner. If Mo Wagner give you 25, you deserve to get blown out. They ain't get blown out, but you deserve to. But yeah, the Magic been playing good basketball.
Oh, you said Mo?
Mo.
Not Franz, Mo.
Mo. Wagner. You heard what I said. You thought I said Franz. Yeah, Mo Wagner.
Yeah, that's why I was like chilling. Yeah. And then I said, oh no, he said.
See, that's
Mo
the funny part.
Wagner.
Like the Magic, they have like a different player be their star player every night. Like Paolo can give you 25, Franz will give you 25, Bol will give you like 30 and 10 some nights. Mo Bamba will give you 22 one night. Like they got a bunch of dudes that can give you 20, but it's not like they all gonna be consistent at the same time. Like it does. I just don't know how it's gonna mesh well when it's like everybody's healthy. How we running this unit? That's when it'll be interesting. When Wendell Carter Jr. is there and healthy, Jonathan Isaac finally gets back, he's healthy. Jalen Suggs stays healthy. So who we playing? Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, or Jalen Suggs? Who's playing?
Mm-hmm.
Braun's gonna play. Paolo gonna play. I know that for sure. Them two gonna play for sure. After that, it's like, all right, who playing? And Wendell Carter Jr. gonna play. After that, it's like, all right, well, when they come back, Bobo goes to the bench. He reserve or Mo Bamba. Jonathan Isaac come back. He's gonna take minutes away from Paolo. He taking minutes away from Franz. Like, what's going on? Like, they got a lot of talent. It's what you gonna do with that talent. But they got a good coach, so we'll see what happens. Embiid, he's been playing crazy. Philly's on a 4-game winning streak. Beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
No, it was the Warriors. They beat the Warriors. Dante DiVincenzo was hooking them early though. He was like Milwaukee Dante DiVincenzo. Actually, Villanova Dante DiVincenzo. Embiid is now the leading scorer.
Right, Dante.
33 points a game. I guess he's played enough games to be back in the leaderboards. He was up there. He had missed too many games, so he had come down. Jokic is playing crazy. That boy had 40 points, 27 rebounds.
Bro.
And you be telling me you don't believe in the Nuggets. There's no way you watch Jokic and be like, yeah, I don't believe it. That's just as crazy to me. I'm sorry.
That was earlier this year, bro. That ain't now. Nah, that literally was last week when we was talking about it.
I literally asked you about 3 teams last week, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't believe in the Nuggets. That boy gave it no second thought. Was like, I don't believe in the Nuggets. I know that. And it was like, Pelicans or Grizzlies. I don't know. ST matchup though. That boy threw Jokic out the window for Zion and Ja. He better than both of them.
Listen, I have my narratives and agendas I want to push, and it leads me to be a fraudulent person.
That's crazy. He's averaging 25, 10, and 9.
That's crazy.
And
what?
He's shooting 60% from the field. And people,
I don't care. KD's still MVP.
And people haven't even mentioned it.
I don't care. KD's still MVP, bro. KD's still MVP, crazy. Bro. I'm gonna push. Listen, I'm gonna push that agenda, bro.
That's crazy. That man said, "Oh, yeah."
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum averaging 25, 10, and 9 on 60% shoot. I don't care. KD still.
Jason Tatum MVP.
Jason Tatum or KD 25, MVP. 10, and 9 as a center. Okay. He's shooting 60%. He shoots 30s. He shoots mid range. Okay. That's crazy. If KD was averaging 25, 10, and 9, you'd be like, yeah, you see them assists? You see them rebounds?
Yeah.
Since Jokic do it, it's alright. That's cool. It's still KD, though. What is your hate for Jokic, bro? What Jokic, you don't, like, is it the dudes with itches? You don't like Luka or Jokic? Last year you was hating.
I like Luka.
Last year you was hating on Luka.
Luka nice.
Last
I like
year you was hating on Luka.
I like Luka. Luka nice.
You was hating on Luka last year.
Luka nice.
And now it's Jokic.
But it's like I just want to see my favorites win, bro. That's all.
You sound. I ain't gonna lie. You sound low key racist.
No, cause see, listen, no.
You sound low key racist. He said, "I want to see my favorites win," and all his favorites just happen to be black dudes. Nah, that's crazy. He said, hey, man.
Listen, man, what Issa Rae said?
Nah, you wildin', bro. See, you can't be doing
nah, but Jokic, man, Jokic is crazy, bro. Well, Jokic, he averaging, what? You said 29 and 5? You said, how much Jokic is averaging?
25, 10, and 9.
That's insane. That's insane.
If Zion was averaging that, you'd be like, MVP.
I would. No. All right. Give me this. But hear me out. But see, with Jokic, people was like providing all these analytics and stuff.
This is where you choose to go with this?
To make the case. This is people providing like imaginary numbers, analytics and stuff to make, bruh. They were pulling out stuff we never talked about in an MVP race to bring up for Jokic to beat MVP. I was like, we're just agreeing that Jokic is MVP because of what now? Like, I just didn't see what people were seeing, but now I see it.
Nah. Jacob, clip this. This is what's going on Twitter this week. Because no way that man said analytics, imaginary numbers. Oh, NBA Twitter gonna get on your head if they see this shit.
I'm just saying though, like people was just like, oh, but look at the numbers, look at the stats, Look at the on and off numbers. And I'm just like, that boy barely making the playoffs.
And imagine if he wasn't on the team.
I guess I see it. Like I said, I see it
missed
now.
games and they're still in the playoffs.
And then, no, I even said it. Listen, I even said it back then that I see it. Because whenever I was watching the playoff series and seeing Jokic up against the Warriors and about how Jokic, his number 2 was like Aaron Gordon or whoever, it was just not up to par. And I was like, nah, yeah, he deserves MVP.
I'm mad Aaron Gordon is the reason that you trusted. Not his game, not Jokic, not how good Jokic is.
No,
his next
because I saw who was on his team.
Nah, that's bad.
No. I saw who was on his team and how they were performing. I was like, yeah, no, this team is not it. Like, I saw this man throw like a no-look to Aaron Gordon and the man fumbled the ball. I never forget it. I was like, okay, I see why. But listen, I don't know. I guess everybody was talking about all this other stuff with Jokic because remember they didn't have a Christmas game last year or year before last or something like that. And it was like it's crazy that Denver. No, it was one year that Denver didn't have a Christmas game. It was last year, I think.
Maybe it was Portland.
I think they did have a Christmas game because it was like because Jamal Murray was gonna be out. Because remember, it was like I remember I brought up I was like Jamal Murray's gonna be out and like they're probably not gonna be that good or whatever. But I remember somebody was like, yeah, like it's crazy to see like the reigning MVP not playing on Christmas. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. That boy, Jokic is that boy next team captain, all right?
Jokic.
Is it Jokic or is it Jokic?
It's Jokic, bro. What? He been in the league since 2014. You talking about Jokic?
They call him the Joker.
Yeah.
They don't call him the Joker.
Why would they call him that?
Well, if his name was pronounced that way, you would think they would make something based off his name.
Yeah. You put the J in it and call him the Joker.
So that's why I'm thinking his name is Jokic. Nikola Jokic. All right, now I see it. It's Nikola Jokic. I don't know why I thought it was Jokic just now. But the whole Joker, realized that I haven't been saying it wrong, and I just said it wrong that one time.
The title of this episode is Bryce is a hater of Nikola Jokic. Or Bryce is racist. One of the two.
Bryce is a fraud, all right? That's what I'm about to
think of myself. Bryce told me there was no difference between Tyler Hero and Jordan Poole. Just one is white and one is light skinned. Last year he told me Luka was nice, but he ain't watching their games. He said the same about Jokic last year. And now I told him Jokic is averaging 25, 10, and 9 on 60% shooting. He said, but KD though.
I have to push the agenda, bro.
You act like it's not 1,000, a million KD fans out there doing the same thing.
Bro, if TJ Warren was an MVP candidate, I'd be acting the same way. I have to push the agenda.
You're lying.
Bro, if Patty Mills was an MVP candidate, I have to push the agenda.
When we said Zion MVP
I gotta push the agenda.
When we said Zion MVP last week, did you say anything about KD? No. When we mentioned Jason Tatum MVP, did you say anything?
Because KD is just not getting put in the conversation. KD's just not getting put in the conversation.
Then that's the time that you would say it because nobody's talking about it. Now people are. Now you're like, yeah, KD. See? I done caught his ass. This man is racist, everybody. This man don't like European hoopers. You would think Dirk cooked his team in the playoffs. He ain't never seen him. They was in the East.
I love Dirk.
But KG.
I love Dirk. Dirk was cold. Dirk was cold.
But KG and then, but Kobe.
Dirk was cold, man. I'm sorry. Listen, Dirk was cold.
And Jokic not?
What Dirk did in the early 2010s was cold.
But Dirk not? But Jokic not?
I'll say that when you get
the hate is crazy.
It's no hate,
if
bro.
If Jokic played with Steph, they'd have like 5.
Goodness, that'd be unfair.
That's what my team was going.
That'd be worse than KD being with them.
So you saying Jokic better than KD? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not
KD.
saying I'm. No, sir.
What you saying? Why would it be
No,
worse?
sir. I'm saying it'd be worse because of how Jokic plays compared to how KD plays. Listen, you see Jokic dishing out assists and grab rebounds for everybody, whatever, and all them shooters they got in Golden State.
I do.
Dog, like I said, it'll be worse because of the style of play that Jokic is.
So why he not more valuable?
KD
so how he not more valuable? Got him again. Jokic is the MVP right now, bro. What are you talking about?
Listen. I put success. Like you got your play got to get to like whatever, like success too. Like at the same time, like where all right.
What?
Let's see.
I'm about to look at the standings right now.
Where the Nuggets? I want to say I'm about to look at the standings too. Where are the Nuggets in the standings?
What are you talking about?
They third.
Oh, okay. This man is trying to find any reason to not put Jokic in them. This man is racist, y'all. I'm trying to. This man is so racist.
I have nothing else to say.
This man is trying so hard to keep Jokic. I
have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say.
You gotta win. They got a better record than Brooklyn.
Barely. Hold on. No. They barely have a better record. Brooklyn is 19-12. They're 18-11. So. If you want to go by win percentage, they got a better record.
Why you say it like that? You say
Brooklyn
like
got 19
you said like win percentage ain't a real thing.
Brooklyn got 19 wins.
You and your win percentage, you and your analytics is crazy. That man said win percentage, like that's not a real thing.
Dog.
We talk about above 500 all the time. Now all of a sudden,
we do talk about above 500. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's just like everybody was just trying to push this narrative, and I just
didn't
narrative.
He's like that.
I'm telling you. Listen, no. Last year. I'm telling you why I feel the way I felt. I'm telling you why I felt the way I felt because I saw, like, I don't know. I watched a lot of basketball. You watch a lot of basketball. You watch more basketball than I do, obviously. But I don't know, bro. They're just like, I'm watching things and it's like, oh, Jokic MVP because of these numbers. Now you want to look at analytics and stuff after this thing has been around all this time. Now you want to look at analytics. But like at the same time, the boys is barely making the playoffs.
Based off eye test, you would have picked Embiid over Jokic last year.
I had Embiid over Jokic last year.
Based off of what?
On front. The impact. Embiid and the boys are like what, second or third in the East? They were like higher. Well, they had a better team. They got a better team than what the Nuggets have outside of Jokic. Look, the point is being proven here. Jokic is MVP, okay? Jokic is MVP because without Jokic, they're nothing. The point is being proven here. They wouldn't even sniff the playoffs. They wouldn't even sniff the playoffs.
This man hates Jokic.
I don't hate Jokic. You're making this up. I don't hate Jokic.
This man dislikes Jokic so much that
I don't dislike Jokic.
I remember very clearly. Last year, somebody posted a Jokic pass, and you was like, I could do that.
I remember. I can hee just like Jokic can hee, and I've done it.
You was like, I've done it. To the right, bro.
Dog, I will post the pass right now, bro. I will post the pass right now that I made, just like Jokic, bro. Hold on, let me find this, bro, because I will post the pass. I'll be like Jokic, like, all right. I will post the pass right now if I can find this pass. I will post the pass right now.
I'll be like Jokic, hater, bro. This man woke. That man, he one of them dudes that posted memes. I woke up to hate on Jokic.
No, that's not it.
That man said, analytics, them fake numbers, or imaginary numbers. Oh my God. Now, if they was talking about KD and advanced numbers, you wouldn't say nothing. You'd be like, yeah, them advanced stats. How about this? I got some names. You tell me yes or no.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Tatum. Like, in the conversation. This don't mean, like...
Definitely.
This don't mean...
Definitely.
Don't mean...
He leads
the This doesn't mean they win an MVP. This means they're in the conversation.
No.
Wow, that's
in
crazy.
the conversation for MVP.
This don't mean they're, like, leading the conversation. This just means they should be in the conversation.
I think Tatum might be leading the conversation.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying the people that I named, should they be in the conversation?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Embiid.
So Tatum, yes. Embiid. Maybe.
Okay. Jokic.
Yeah, definitely. He had 20-some rebounds
after that whole conversation that we had. That man finally came around.
Listen. I'm known to do this where I would have a point, talk that point, and then just be like, all right, yeah, nah, and just be on the other side of things. But anyways, Jokic definitely, bro, he deserves to be in all the talk. Luka.
No way you gotta look up Luka.
I don't know if they were higher in the standings, then maybe.
KD.
Yes.
Book.
Yes.
That's racist. Why are you so excited to say yes?
How? How?
Yes. They numbers is just as good.
They're dropping 40 and 50 points.
What Jokic?
They dropping 40 and 50 points. How much Jokic drop?
40 points, 27 rebounds, 10 assists.
I just mentioned how many rebounds he had. I said he had 20-something rebounds. He's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah. I said KD and Book.
I said he's definitely in the conversation. Yeah. No. If you want to rewind back.
You said yes.
If you want to rewind back.
Definitely.
I said he had 20-something rebounds the other night. He's definitely in the conversation. That's what I said. If you were paying attention. But no, you want to put this narrative on me and be like, oh, Bryce hates these guys. Bryce hates these guys.
It's a narrative now?
It is a narrative.
Not a narrative. You didn't show it.
It's a narrative.
We're going on 2 years in the pod. You showing?
It's a narrative.
Zion.
Bro. Nah. I don't know. I think it's crazy that I thought that, though. Jokic is tough.
Zion.
Sure.
Donovan Mitchell. Why not?
I don't know.
Because
sure, he can be in the conversation.
You talked about standings, right? Cleveland is third, above Brooklyn, 20 and 11, actually more wins and less losses. So there's that. Then you want to look at numbers. You gotta look at numbers.
They play more games, but
now it's more games. But when it was Jokic and KD's,
I might be wrong there. No. They got a
29 points.
Game.
5. My fault. 4 rebounds, 5 assists. You mean to tell me he averages 29 a game on the team in third place and he's not in the conversation?
He's in the combo.
Nah, if you don't think he's in the combo, stick with it. I'm just asking.
I was like, I didn't say he wasn't bad. Like, I was like, don't want to say it was bad for him to be in the combo or anything. I was just like, all right. I'm not really familiar with his cases. I am other people's cases. So that's why I was like, all right. Now that I am a little more familiar.
I wasn't familiar with his work.
Yes. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game.
AD is out for a month.
Oh, you said get that out.
RIP to the Lakers.
That sucks.
He was hooping.
That sucks.
Really hurt a lot of my fantasy teams too. Steph and AD went down at the same time, and I got them at multiple. Some of the same leagues too. Like, I'm hurting. I got one league. I got a paid league that we both in. I got Steph, Cat, and AD. All 3 of them. All 3 of them. And Tyrese Maxey.
I thought me getting Kawhi and PG would have been good because I thought they were going to be playing a long time. I thought getting PG and Kawhi was going to be good. I mean, it was all right, but it's like they're not always available, so.
Yeah.
And the free agency pool is not what it needs to be.
Yeah. But that's all I have for the NBA. You had anything?
Yeah. That's all I had too. I ain't had nothing else. Yeah, it just sucks to see AD being out for a month, man, after, tearing it up for the Lakers, being good and keeping them up afloat, keeping them competitive in the games that they've been in. A couple games that come to mind was the game against the Bucks where he went crazy. He had, 40 that game. And then the game against Boston, last week, where he was pretty good in. But yeah, man, it just sucks because you just can't catch a break, bro. Like they'll lose close games, and now they lost their guy for a month. I'm saying they lost close games. They lose their guy for a month. You were doing this, not me. And that was no disrespect to Andrew Nembhard. I was just like, yo, Andrew Nembhard just came through and shoot, splash. But yeah, no. Oh, also while we had technical issues, I remember we were talking about Jokic and about how I can make the same passes as Jokic. I was trying to find the clip. I guess I didn't. I guess they weren't recording it, but I thought I had a clip. I might have a clip. I don't know. I have to look through my clips that I have on my phone of me passing, and I might have hit a he.
Send it out. You don't pass the ball.
Talk about something. It's not a lie, bro. You haven't played basketball with me in like 8 years, bro. Like,
so long.
I told you I hit a guy in stride with a behind the back.
One time.
Yeah, because not often I hit it behind the back.
Not often that you hit anybody with a pass.
No, that's cap, bro. That is cap. That's cap. I pass the ball. I'm a good passer.
I say he was a bad passer. I just said you don't pass.
Okay. Anyways, let's talk. Let's talk about something.
What's up?
Switching over. I do want to mention this real quick. Shout out to A'ja Wilson. Capitalizing the year, being rewarded as the 2022 USA Basketball Female Athlete of the Year.
As she should.
As she should. As she should, man. She put on. She went crazy. All right, champion, defensive player of the year, MVP. It was her year. She capitalized it, being named female athlete of the year for USA Basketball. Well deserved. So yeah, just shout out to A'ja Wilson real quick. All right, moving on to college basketball. Tariq, what topics you have?
I want to know why South Carolina ain't playing nobody. Is it they just ain't putting nobody on their schedule? Which I'm not saying don't schedule nobody, or is it people scared to play them? Because apparently, people don't have problems playing UConn, as we can see, because almost all of our games have been against ranked teams. I think all of our teams except one has been top 35 teams in the country. So teams aren't afraid to play UConn. Maybe it's because we look more human over the last couple of years. Maybe Stanford or South Carolina is just too good, so teams don't want to play them. But you would think some teams would want to measure themselves up against a team like South Carolina. So you don't only see them in the end. You can play them in the regular season, but all right, we got to get better at this for the next time that we could possibly see them. Like a team like Iowa. Iowa could use playing against South Carolina. They were supposed to last year. They lost before they got there. You could use that game. That's a big marquee game, too. I mean, y'all they was going back and forth about not transfers, about 5 stars and all that stuff last year. Put your money where your mouth is. Put that game on the schedule. Go to Iowa or come to SC. Stanford goes out there every year. Stanford plays Tennessee. Stanford plays UConn. Notre Dame plays UConn. The big schools play big teams. So if you want to put your name in that conversation, you got to step out there, play.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I've noticed that some teams like LSU haven't really played a tough non-conference schedule, and it could be problems for them come conference play because they're not used to the level of competition. Not used to it, but like the level of competition that they've been playing isn't good. I wouldn't say isn't good. It's just not Power 5 level. So you play teams every night that are going to give you their best, even if they don't have necessarily household names. It takes a good night, a couple of players having the best game of the season, and they beat you, and you're not prepared for that. When UConn has been playing teams, so they're going to be ready for Villanova and Creighton, DePaul, and Marquette.
Listen. All this reminds me of is how, remember when Clemson were having their reign and they were like number 1, number 2, whatever. And the biggest thing that it was like, oh, they don't play nobody. They playing this small school. They playing this small unranked school. They playing that small school. That's all I can think of.
But
that's all that reminds me of.
In their defense, they only have 11 games. So you have 8 non-conference games, I believe. maybe 7. Or sorry, conference games. You have 7 or 8 conference games. That leaves you with 4
But see,
non-conference
they
games throughout
do.
the
So
season.
their schedule's about to pick up because they do play UConn in a couple weeks, I think, and then they do have the SEC they got to get through. Yeah, don't they play UConn again this
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
They
yeah,
play
yeah,
UConn in the
yeah.
stores this year, right? Yeah. So they play
Yeah.
UConn, and then they
I'm
play
not saying they don't play
the
anyone at
SEC,
all,
which
but
is
I'm saying like
pretty
over the last,
tough. But yeah,
like
like as
I
far as
haven't mentioned them
non-conference play
over the
goes,
past couple of weeks because they had like they played UCLA. That was a good win, but I haven't mentioned them the last couple of weeks because they haven't played anybody notable. So people are gonna listen and be like, oh, they don't care
yeah,
about South Carolina. We do. I'm not gonna tell you that they beat Charleston Southern. Like that doesn't do me any good. Like I'm not. I
no,
skip over every team that doesn't play a notable opponent. So I don't like. I'm not gonna look at. Oh, this team played this team.
same. I don't
I
watch.
watch games
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right, well, there's no need to talk about this game because it was a blowout.
like I watched whatchamacallit, what I watched yesterday. I watched Tennessee and Stanford
Yeah,
yesterday. That's a game to
yeah,
watch. That's a game to
yeah. I'm
watch.
not watching South Carolina blow a team out by
I'm not
70,
watching South
and so
Carolina
I can come on here and say,
against
yo, Zaya Cook was cooking. Like,
whoever.
of course she was. Why would she?
She should be. Charleston Southern. No disrespect to Charleston Southern, but
Yeah,
Charleston
that's my
Southern.
point. But
Like
LSU has done the
y'all
same
don't even
thing.
know what Charleston Southern is unless you live
Yeah,
in
and it's
Charleston.
not just South Carolina. LSU has done the same thing. They've played the same type of players or teams. So I don't know. Some teams just, I mean, some coaches just want to play and get to conference play and get through conference play and get to March Madness and see what happens. But I think when you're tested during the season, that helps. So South Carolina's played Stanford. Um, they played Stanford, UCLA. There might be another team in there that I'm missing. I think they might have played like Creighton or something. Like, I can't remember. But they played another smaller school that they. But I mean, they'll play good teams in SEC play for sure. But I don't know. I just like to see teams, you know, play tough teams outside of the conference, so that when they get to conference play and things get rough, they're not just gonna roll over and be like, damn, I don't remember. I don't know. It just depends. I guess it just depends on the coach. And it depends on the teams that actually want to play you. It very well could be the teams that don't want to put South Carolina on their schedule. Because I mean, I'm sure Alabama faces that problem sometimes. But there's also sometimes where they're like, no, we're not gonna put them on the schedule because we got so and so on the schedule. So if we lose this game and this game, we don't have room to make up for this loss that we might possibly lose in the first. So it just depends. But UCLA got a good win over USC. USC is 9-1 now. They were undefeated coming in. Kiki Rice and Charisma Osborne both have 14 points. UCLA is playing good basketball. I love their coach, Kerry Close. He's a really good coach. Yeah, Kerry Close. He's a good coach. He coached the under-19 team a couple years ago, a couple summers ago. Um, she's done a good job of recruiting. She had Jordan Canada, players like that. Charisma Osborne's been playing really well for a couple of years now. Now Kiki Rice. I'm sure there's going to be even more players coming in over the next couple of years. Arkansas, number 21 ranked team, beat Creighton, number 16 ranked team. Creighton was 8 of 35 from three, and we know Creighton as one of those teams that if they get hot, they can beat anybody. Uh, Samara Spencer had 26 points. Taylor Poffenberg had 16 points and 11 rebounds. Michaela Daniels had 14. Um, Notre Dame beat Virginia Tech 63 to 52. Top 10 matchup, really top 6 matchup, 5-6, both in the ACC. Olivia Mouse did her usual 16, 13, and 7. 5 steals. Lauren Ebo had 15. Sonya Citron had 11. Westbell had 10 and 9. Y'all seen Bryce with his thumbs up. He's a big Olivia Miles fan. Which who wouldn't be?
Olivia, come on the show.
Facts. So she was
We'll
on
probably have to
Spaces.
reach out.
Duh, she's not gonna stumble across it.
I know.
But dude,
I doubt she listens to us
I
and
was
watches on a
send out
day-to-day
some DMs
basis.
like, yo, on the show. Sometimes you gotta do it.
For sure. Hey, we'll definitely have guests in 2023.
Sure. Georgia Moore and Elizabeth Kitley led or tried their best Elizabeth Kelly had 16 points, 20 rebounds, 4 blocks. Georgia Moore had 20 points. Kayla King didn't really play well. She was 0 5 from the field. She's had a couple of games, really good games from 3 this year. And Ashley Wusu is still out. Stanford beat Tennessee. Tennessee's now 7-6. Tamara Key is out. She's dealing with a blood clot issue, so her season is most likely over. Which sucks for her, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
Well wishes to her. Hopefully they can get that all figured out and she can play basketball again. But first and foremost, just hopefully that she can go on living her life. We saw the same issue with Chris Bosh a couple years ago. People were hoping that he would be able to come back and play, but your life is more important than the game of basketball. So hopefully she's able to continue to live her life the way that she wants to. Jordan Horster had 19 and 10. Cameron Brink had 21 and 17 with 6 blocks. Haley Jones had 19 and 12. This is always a marquee matchup because of the names and the program.
Hey, didn't Hannah jump at like 19 or something?
She might have.
I know like the three of them combined for like 60 something.
Score 77. That's damn on point. A little harder. As their names were highlighted. Damn.
Yeah, Hannah jumped at 19.
Not bad, Hannah. Hannah's a shooter. Hannah's a really good player.
3 of 7 from the 3, yeah.
She
Shot
made
pretty
jump.
well. Shot decent.
She made it. She made a jump this year.
You sound like me right now. You sound like me
I
right
didn't
now.
need to. Like, it just happened.
I thought you
No,
did.
I said she made a jump. I said, oh, damn. But she's made a jump this year in her game. She played the last 2 years, but really this year she's coming to her own and she's basically taking the spot of Lacey Hole. Well, I guess both of them, because she's taller and she's considered a forward like Lacey, but she adds the scoring punch that Lexi did. So, she's kind of taking up both of those roles. Iowa State, number 14 ranked team, beat Villanova, the 5 ranked team. All of Iowa State starters scored in double figures. Maddie Segrist for Villanova had 32 points and 12 rebounds. Maddie Segrist. Every time I watch Maddie Segrist, I think of Brianna Stewart. She really, her game reminds me of Brianna Stewart a lot. I'm not saying that she's gonna be Brianna Stewart, but her game and just if you're watching the game and you're just looking from afar or before they zoom in, it looks like Brianna Stewart. And then UConn had a good win over Florida State, 85-77. Leah Edwards had 26 and 7. Lou Lopez Tenishaw had 23 points, shooting 4 of 9 from 3. Dorka came back 15 and 9. Nika Mule had 6 points, 12 assists, 6 rebounds. Caroline had 9. One thing for me is that I've noticed in college basketball, not necessarily, men's basketball too, but especially in women's basketball, is every point matters. Because there are so many runs or droughts that if your team goes 4 or 5 minutes without scoring, that could be the game. So if somebody comes in off the bench and a lot of times you look at the box score and you're like, oh, they only had 2 points. But you'll watch the game and they had 2 points in a 2 or 3 minute stretch where no one could score. That 2 points left them within 4, so they were able to come back and get the win. Or they were up 6 and another team was making a run and they were able to find a backdoor cut or hit a 3. I think in women's college basketball, I think it's really cool that how big any shot can be. You got a player come off the bench and hit a 3, and it could be the most important shot of the game. Or one of your starters is not really a scorer, but they can hit 2 shots, they can make 2 layups or hit free throws that could win you the game. It's just, I think you don't really see it as much in the NBA because there's so many possessions and so many players that are getting the ball and shooting the ball a bunch of times. But in women's college basketball, for sure, there's you're watching the game and you're like, all right, well, that 2-pointer, that layup doesn't seem significant, but if you look back at it, that layup could be what won them the game because how important because some of the games are low scoring. So if it's like a 56 to 61 point game, like a couple of missed layups here and there are the reason that you lost. A couple of made layups here and there are the reasons that you won the game. So I think that that low margin of error, like can hurt and help college players, especially on the women's side.
Yeah, definitely, man. College game is definitely more calculated and more like it's more of a strategy, man. It's more like game plan oriented or whatever. Well, basketball is in general, you know what I mean? Like the lower levels when it comes to like running systems and stuff. Like I don't know, that's one thing I brought up when I was at the college Charleston game last week. I was like, you see bigger emphasis on defense. And I was like, yeah, that's why I like the college game because it's like it's so much strategy. It's like the defense is like you just what sets we're running or we're pressing. Like they play defense. Like you can see that it's more intense and it's way more low scoring than a regular NBA game because regular NBA game is definitely gonna be high scoring. It's gonna be all whatever. Like it's just different. It's gonna be a different jump. Like you see games in the hundreds in the NBA. You barely see games in the hundreds in college.
Yeah.
Like, let alone like men's and women's. You barely see somebody get to the hundreds.
Yeah.
Because the defense is so.
Well, it's because
the game is slowed down a little bit more.
40 minutes,
it's just more
less
intentional.
Possessions.
Yeah, that too. That as well.
Like, longer shot clock. Like there's a lot of things. Like college basketball is good and bad. Like it's really slowed down to the point of where like it feels like they have to run a set every play to score when you shouldn't have to. Like you should be able to come down and just set a couple of screens and get a good look. And some teams can, but some teams like they have to run specific sets every other play to get them points. And it like in college, like you can run a zone and there's no 3-second call. So if it's like you're a big man, like say Oscar or Drew Timmy or somebody like that can just sit in the paint, or Leah Boston or Camille Cardoso can just sit in the paint and monitor while the other four just stay on the wing, stay in the corner, and then trap in the middle and stuff like that. So it really just depends on like the type of game that you're running. Because if you play a fast-paced game, then you're able to get up to 100 points. But to do that in 40 minutes when the games are slowed down and all that, it's a lot tougher. Freaking knee brace, making my whole leg numb.
Dang.
All my. Breathe. But that's all I had on the women's side.
I don't know why you're. Okay, yeah, that's all I got, bro. Yeah, that's all I got in general, man. We can go ahead and just get on out of here, bro. But thank you guys for tuning in once again. Shout out to you guys that are watching. Shout out to you guys that are listening. Rate us. Subscribe to Must Publicity Media's YouTube page. I'm about to say Instagram. Well, check them on Instagram too. Must Publicity Media media group. So yeah, shout out to Must Publicity Media, everybody involved with them. Shout out to all of our listeners, supporters. But yeah, we'll be back later on this week for another episode. Talk about some other things. We'll be talking about All Stars, like who we think are probably gonna be All Stars this year. And yeah, man.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to make teams. It's more so like
just like putting
together people who we think are gonna make the team.
Yeah. No, Wally Zerbe has some wild words to say about Tyrese Halliburton. I forgot to mention that. Yo, Wally Zerbiak went in on Tyrese Halliburton for no reason, bro. He was just like, yeah, and this wannabe all-star. Bruh.
Yeah, he's
talking wild.
Tyrese Halliburton as an all-star
about somebody that's leading the league in assists.
There's no way he doesn't make all.
Tyrese Halliburton should be an all-star. He's been one of the better guards in the East this year.
There's no way.
I don't know if he'll be an all-star starter because who else is in the East?
He probably won't start, but he's definitely making all.
Nah. Yeah, maybe not all. Like we said, not all-star starter. I mean, you got other guys that's in the East. You got Harden, Kyrie. You got who else is the guard? Jaylen Brown. Then he said Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle would be picked before him. What? No.
Yeah, see,
No.
like,
No.
he didn't have he wasn't making sense before that. He definitely didn't make sense.
He doubled down.
Yeah, Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson definitely
got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. Those guys will be picked before Julius Randle and.
It's a lot of dudes
Jalen
getting
Brunson.
picked before Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, and Tyrese Halliburton is one of them.
Jalen Ramsey now, good lord. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Yes. A lot of dudes getting picked before. I would just say that.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we'll talking All-Star on Thursday, Friday, whatever. Thank you guys for tuning in this episode. See y'all in the next one.
See y'all.